Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are talking about how to design a plane. But we're not only going to talk about it, I'm also going to show you. So I will show you and do it with you how to design a plane and what steps I do when designing an aircraft. I know this may not work for everyone, but it's the way I'm doing it. I think it's a good way. So just watch it if you need help with designing your own aircraft in Flyout or any other game. So usually the first step is to figure out what type of aircraft it's going to be and what task it's going to fulfill. And there are a lot of different types of aircraft, so I'm just going to explain now a little bit. If you know the segment already, just skip a little bit ahead. So there are fighter aircraft, there are tag aircraft, there are transport aircraft, there are reconnaissance aircraft, there are strategic reconnaissance aircraft, and there are multi-role fighters, just to give you a little example of what types of aircraft it is. I also blended in all of the names to these aircraft so you can figure out what type of aircraft or what these can look like. But one thing all of these aircraft are similar. They are not strictly regulated by their task. Like, for example, the F-15, as I showed you, can also be used to bomb targets. For another example is the F-18. It also can be used to bomb targets and dogfight. Some aircraft are just a mix. So the second step is to set the goals for your aircraft. The goals, most of the time I set my goals as the size, the speed, the payload, the maneuverability and the range. Dependent on your type of aircraft, you may want to add or subtract some of these set goals for your different aircraft. So for example, for a multi-role fighter jet, you don't really need to add a size constraint, or you could if you wanted to. So the third step that you definitely don't have to do, but I am doing it every time, is just draw it on paper. Just make a little visualization of your aircraft so you have like a little picture in your head and don't just sit there in the Flyout editor thinking about how you could do it with no plan. So just visualize it on paper, just draw it. Here also are some things that may help you are just look at reference pictures. It's, for example, the Mi-14 is based on the F-14 Tomcat and partially also inspired by the F-4 Phantom. So just look at reference pictures, just take some aspects of real-life aircraft and add them to your aircraft just as you want. And then if you're drawing it, don't draw 3D. That's going to be very hard, only if you can do it, but you want this to not take extremely long. It's not an extremely good drawing, it's just a visualization for yourself. I'm also blending in here right now a little picture of one of the visualizations or how this can look like. I usually, as you can see, I usually draw a top view, a side view and a front view, just to give myself a little bit of a knowledge, let's say it, on how it will look from every side. Also, if you're then building this thing that you drew up, don't expect it to look 100% like the aircraft that you draw, because there are also always going to be little things that are different or that you couldn't do. As you can, I will blend in here a picture of the Mi-11 and a picture of the Mi-11 that I drew. As you can see, the cockpit is very different on these two aircraft, so that's a little different, and it takes a lot of practice to build aircraft. So take your time and don't rush it. Also, there's no need in reinventing the wheel, so literally just look up reference. I would say it's one of the most important steps in designing an aircraft, is finding a real-life aircraft that actually exists and that's similar to what you want to do, and then just build off it. Just design a little bit different, just design a different version of it, or take some aspects of it. For example, that you want the engine layout of the F-14, but the wings of an F-4, and maybe the landing gear of an F-18. I don't know. You can do it. If you just try enough and don't rush your process, you will get really nice aircraft with this method. And with that, we come to our last step. Build it. Build it in some game. If it's, it doesn't matter if it's Kerbal Space Program, Flyout, or any game that's out there. Just build your aircraft. Don't taste it. Just take your time and experiment with it. That's usually the best way to understand a game, is just to experiment it. Oh, your aircraft doesn't fly. Just experiment. Why doesn't it fly? Maybe your center of lift and your center of mass are offset, or the wing design is shit. I don't know. And also, if you're stuck, just ask for help. And the most important thing, I think, is just don't stop trying and ask someone for help on maybe the Flyout Discord, maybe my Discord, or any other place where you know there are Flyout people, or there are the people that, or the community of this specific game that you're building this in. Just ask for help. Many people there can help you very well and can explain you why isn't it working, and even maybe give you some more knowledge that you didn't know before that. And yeah, don't stop trying, and good luck with your aircraft, and good luck with your building. Okay, and with all of that being said, I have to disappoint you. I'm not going to build it with you. I'm not going to do this last step with you. I'm sorry, I know I promised it, but I can't, I don't want to right now. So I'm just going to leave you with this picture here. I think here you can see what different parts of my drawings mean. Maybe this helps you with designing your own aircraft. It's not a freeway like drawing like the other ones, but it's all scripted out, so you can just read the different tags I gave the things. And the aircraft that I'm showing you there, I've not built it yet, actually. It's going to come in a future video, maybe, if you guys voted for it on the Discord. So, with all of that being said, thank you for watching. I hope this helps. If you have any more questions, ask in the comment section. Maybe join my Discord with the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and we'll see us in the next video. Bye bye.